Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your April monthly readings. Hopefully everyone's doing well, hopefully everyone is healthy and safe. We're just going to jump in here, okay? This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. It's a general reading, so just keep that in mind. And please make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, just interact, really. I heard someone say that YouTube is, another YouTuber, unsubscribing people who don't have any sort of activity on other channels or something like that. So if that's something that's happened to you, because I know some of you have reached out to me and said that you keep getting unsubscribed or something like that, then that's the reason why. So it's just something to keep in mind, okay? So, and of course, watch your sun, your moon, your rising, Venus. So let's see. Happy birthday, by the way, Aries. What's going on for Aries in April 2019? Okay, so we have current situation, Four of Coins, the challenge, King of Cups, Ace of Wands, crowning, the Magician, the foundation, Five of Wands in the past, and Four of Cups in the outcome. Bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Wands. So, I'm getting a few different things. Okay, so the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, now that's a victorious energy. That is coming out on top, getting what you want, being successful, being victorious in a situation. It might have something to do with a job or a home, something that you're really passionate about. Okay, you hear everyone say that. What does that mean? It just means something that you feel very strongly about, that you really, really want, okay, with this Ace of Wands, because that's what's on your mind. In the current situation, we have the Four of Pentacles, so this is holding on to your money. This is budgeting. This is saving money, so maybe you're saving money for a house. This could also be concerns, you know, because of everything that's going on. Maybe you're concerned about your role, your job, uncertain about, you know, the future. And you're just saving your money, you're trying to be wise about it, just in case. The challenge is the King of Cups. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces individual, male or female. It's a general reading here. If this is a boss, if this is a love partner, if this is a family member. This is, for some of you, this is someone who's being difficult. For those of you, this is your partner where you're not seeing eye to eye. You want to save money. They're like, no, this is fine. Don't worry about it. You're being silly. Something like that. Okay. For those of you, this could be competition. Okay. And the challenge is overcoming them. This is also, again, I'm getting uncertainty. Okay. Someone, either a particular person or a situation that's making you feel uncertain, like wishy-washy. You're not sure where you stand. In the foundation, we have the Magician. Now, with the Magician and the foundation, this is actually very positive, because it tells me that whatever you're dealing with and whatever you're, you know, stressing out about or worrying about or uncertain about, behind it all, it's something that you created. It's something that you manifested. So, yes, be cautious. Follow your intuition every step of the way, absolutely. But know that it's all for the best, okay? Usually when the Magician is in foundation, it just says, this is towards a change we wanted. Everything that's happening is happening towards a change that we wanted, that we created. It may look messy. It may look confusing, you know, the actual transition part of it, but trust that at the end of it, on the other side of it, is the change you wanted, okay? Is what you wanted, the new beginning that you wanted. In the past, we have the Five of Wands. So again, this is where you're competing with other people for a job, for a person's attention. This is being conflicted. This is feeling like you're on shaky ground. Not quite sure where to go, not quite sure what to do, not quite sure what's going to happen next. Feeling like you can't depend on people. Maybe even feeling like you can't trust people. And that's where you're coming from, and that's what has made you feel like you should just hold on to what you have, and you should just try to keep things as stable and still as possible. Now in the outcome, we do have the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups, this is, for some of you, obviously this is a heads up, and you've got time to change the situation if this is what's going on. But for some of you, because you can't see that this is actually something you wanted, or this is taking you to someplace you wanted, you might miss an opportunity, you might give up. Okay. For those of you, if you're waiting, if what or who you're passionate about and trying to hold on to is a water sign, then I feel that they will keep you waiting with the Four of Cups, or they're going to make you jump through hoops, okay? Make you feel like nothing you do is good enough. Okay, so just something to be aware of. So it's like you're getting it, but you're not seeing it, because with the Six of Wands, again, this is victory energy, and it's like you're getting what you wanted, but because you're not seeing that this is actually what you wanted, you're feeling like it's a disappointment, like it's a loss, like it's whatever. This isn't, I'm keeping my eye on that cup, but actually that's what you're getting. Does that make sense? Okay, so just keep that in mind. And we're just going to clarify here, but the feeling that I'm getting is you're just feeling like you're on shaky ground, and because of that, you feel like you can't make big decisions, you can't make plans, maybe you're cooped up indoors, and that's why you're in the Four of Cups energy. So you've got time to turn it around and to focus on what you're passionate about, and to see the situation through that perspective of, okay, where do I want to go and how can I use this situation to get there. If you're holding on to a water sign, I feel that you do get what you want, which is this person contacting you, or them coming back. But you get what you want, but it turns out that actually, it doesn't really make you happy. You thought it would make you happy, but it doesn't. So that leaves you thinking, okay, where do I go from here? Okay. So let's see. Let's clarify the current situation and the challenge with the Four of Coins and the King of Cups. Yeah, the Hermit and the current situation with the Seven of Swords is the challenge. So some definitely feeling like you're on shaky ground, feeling like you can't trust anyone, like you're on your own, or you can't trust a situation, and you've gone inward because you feel like the only person you can rely on is yourself. Okay, and up to a point that's true for everyone. We also have Earth sign energy here, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. With the Hermit, it's Virgo energy as well. I'm also getting the sense that you're trying to make a plan, but you're basing it on what someone says. You're basing it on someone's words and hoping they deliver. Okay, so just trust your intuition there, okay? With the Magician and the Foundation, in terms of why this is all happening, Four of Pentacles again. I feel like this is, whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, it's something that you're stuck on, okay? Stubbornly holding on to, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. But it's like, no, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, whether it's a job or a person or a particular outcome in a situation, okay? And because you've focused on it so much, you're getting it, okay? But this is a classic case of be careful what you wish for, because you're getting it, okay? And then in the end, it turns out that actually, oh, this is what I wanted, this is what it was. It's not really what I thought, it's not really what I expected, Turns out it's not really what I wanted. So just be aware of that, okay? With the Five of Wands, we have the Three of Pentacles. So you have been working on this situation for quite some time. You've worked with other people or relied on other people in the past, and they disappointed you, okay? Hence why you've now stepped back and you're just trusting yourself. And for those of you, this does talk about a job that you're going for, and you've had the conversations, you're having the interviews, maybe, you know, online. I don't know why my camera keeps freezing. So you've had the interview and stuff online, you've not actually met in person. It's difficult to gauge someone's thoughts, reactions from an online interaction or just through email, okay? So maybe that's why you're feeling unsure, okay? Feeling unsure. Then with the Ace of Wands, in terms of what's on your mind, we have Temperance. We also have fire sign energy here, so Aries, your energy, Leo, Sagittarius. Temperance is also Sagittarius. And again, this is something that you've wanted for a really long time. Or this is something you see as your long-term future, and that's why you refuse to let it go. Alright? And for others of you, the reason for your anxiety is the fact that this is taking longer than what you expected. Okay? So that could also be a way this turns out, this plays out, where you're on the right track, and that's why the victory energy is coming in. You're on the right track, you're making good progress, you know, going one step at a time. So you're on the path at least to success and you getting what you want, but it's a lot slower than what you thought because things are unstable at this time. Things are unsure at this time, and it's not within your control. There's other people involved here, okay? So you just don't know what's going to happen. And then with the Four of Cups in the outcome, we have the Seven of Cups. So yeah, you get this, and then you're thinking, oh, is that what I wanted? Is that what this was? Or that's not what I thought this was. And you're immediately starting to look at other options. So you get what you wanted, but then you're like, it's not what I imagined, it's not what I thought it was. Or, well, okay, I got it. Doesn't really make me happy. I thought it'd be different. What else can I do about this? What am I going to do next? Okay, so it's like, it's a victory with the Six of Wands, and that's why it's just the six. It's a victory. It is getting what you want. You know, conquering the Five of Wands, yeah. But then you're like, it's very temporary. It's fleeting because it's not what you thought. It's not what you expected. Look, again, remember the things are happening because of something you wanted to create, you wanted to manifest. So even if you get into a situation where you're getting something you thought you wanted and it's not what you thought it was, at the end of the day, that frees you to move on from that situation because at least you know that it's not what you wanted, okay? And you can move on because you've held on to this thought, idea, person, situation for quite some time, okay? And the fact that you didn't have it made you feel like you weren't enough, like you weren't good enough, like, you know, incomplete and stuff like that. So even if you do get this and it turns out it's not actually what you thought and it doesn't make you happy, at least it frees you to move on and figure out what really does make you happy, okay? And again, for others of you, what you wanted, I don't know why the camera keeps freezing, you get what you wanted, but it's not coming together the way you thought it would. Or it's not coming up as fast as you expected it to, or as fast as you wanted it to. And it turns out, well, actually, I can't really use this if it's not coming together this way. You know what I mean? Nine of Pentacles. But yeah, it does get you on the right track. You are on the right track towards success and accomplishment. Okay? And the Three of Wands, you can move on. Because now you know exactly where you're going. Now you know exactly what you want, what you don't want. Okay? So for some of you, it turns out, yeah, you get the person, or you get him to talk to you, or you get him to come back, or you get him to go out with you, and you're like, nah. You know? And then you're like, you know what, actually, I'm happy single. And that's an achievement and an accomplishment, feeling strong, happy, independent, complete within yourself. That's a big deal. For others of you, you get the confirmation that actually you should start that business. You should work for yourself, or you should lead that project, or you should take that job that solitary work or something like that. You thought you needed a group of people, but it turns out you're not a team player in this particular situation, for example. You know what I mean? And so whatever it is that you're moving into after this, it's truly what you wanted. And it gives you that deep sense of accomplishment. It clears away your doubts. It clears away that sense of, that feeling of instability and not knowing what you're doing and where you're standing and where things are headed, and it just leaves stability, independence, self-sufficiency, abundance within yourself. Okay? So don't beat yourself up, and always keep in mind the bigger picture. Remember that you manifested this, and trust yourself, trust your guides. Trust that everything happens for a reason. And even if things look murky, it's just the transition phase. Keep going until you get to the other side. Keep going until things are clear, okay? So that's the reading that I have for you. I hope that it makes sense and that it helps, okay? If you're dealing with these energies, let me know what you're up to. Let's interact here, on the channel. I know I've been absent for a while. I've been struggling with my energy levels and there's been some changes in my personal life as well, and it's all good. It's just an adjustment, and I think that's the boat we're all in. It's just adjusting to the new normal. But yeah, by all means, let's chat and just interact here as a way to keep sane. Okay, so take care, stay healthy and safe, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye for now.